Yeah, yung mga bagong cast, pinanood nyo ba yung original run and then nung pinanood nyo ba siya, sinabi nyo ba na, ito yung inaay kong role while you're auditioning, nakuha nyo ba siya? What's the journey? Yeah, yung mga bagong cast.
When I say bomba, you say dick, bomba, bomba. When I say bomba, you say dick, bomba, bomba. Hi everyone. Hello po, ako po si Bomba Day. I'm a drag artist, a dancer, a performer, a star. And, okay, actually yung kwento ko po is a success story because it is a testament that dreams really come true. I remember po nung pandemic noon, first time kong, parang 2023 ata, napanood ko yung run ng Walang Aray at nandun ako nakaupo ayun no, sa P14. Diba? Wala pa kayo pambili ng VIP ticket nun, pero laban na sa gilid. Tapos, sabi ko na after nung show, after nung curtain ko, sabi, wow, like, I wanna pursue theater because I really love performing. And sabi ko, ito yung nag-ignite sa akin, pagkapanood ko Walang Aray, no eme, no kineme, yun talaga, pagkapanood ko, wow, I wanna do theater. And after po nun, parang, andito na ako. It's a success story talaga that it's a full circle moment for me. And nandito ako. Siguro gusto ko lang na role yung sa tanong is gusto ko sana maging Julia, pero hindi inabot. May last time. So ayun, pero it's still a success story that dreams really come true if we keep believing to our dreams. And I'm super happy na binigyan ako ng opportunity ng PETA to be part of the new cast. This is my second theater. Right? Alam niya na mga Delia friends ko, alam nila kung gaano ako kapasok. Wow! So this is a very, wow, amazing. Thank you so much for this kayo and Happy Pride! Thank you po.
Extended. O diba? Extended eh. Hindi nila alam. Extended kasi.
Yung araw-araw Pride, dahil tayo ay may paglaban. True?
Yes!
Oh, bye!
Ano yung cast? Miss Divine, Alcina.
Hello po, magandang hapon. Hello po, ako si Divine Alcina. Opo, ako po yung, ito po yun. Ito po, nanood po kayo Beauty Empire. Gabi-gabi, sa Vivo at saka sa GMA. Ay, sabi nga, Walang Aray. Meron po kayo Walang Aray. Yung tanong po.
Yung panood niyo po ba yung original run? Tapos ito ba yung inaayin yung role?
Hindi nga po eh. Kasi abala eh. Abala maging alipin ng salapi. Pero hindi ko din po in-expect na makakabalik pa ako ulit sa PETA after being gone for 23,000 years. Since 2015, umalis po ako at hindi ko po alam, in-expect na makakabalik ako. Thank you, PETA, for opening your doors again. Nakakahiya, nakaka-pressure because ang huhusay ng mga kasama ko and it's a big adjustment from TV na eto lang yung kita sa akin, eto lang, ganun-ganun lang, mukha-mukha lang. Tapos, now that kailangan kailangan involved na lahat ng katawan and challenging siya. Saan ako papunta? Ano sinasabi ko? Nakaka-pressure mo yung tanong.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, hindi ko po napanood. Yun po yung awa na lang. Ayun na.
Si Gold, si...
Ayan na naman. Sorry, medyo malat po tayo. Pero napanood ko po yung Walang Aray 100 times. Kasi actually kapag pinapanood ko yung Walang Aray, iba yung kwento niya for me. Kasi I was at the back end of the creation, bilang yung mister ko ay BCBC. Laboratory. Ang asawa ko po yung... wala na siya! Hindi po yan! Hindi po yan!
Vince Lim po. Si Vince Lim po.
So pag
Si Ayla.
binabalikan ko yung Walang Aray, pag pinapanood ko siya, yung value niya sa akin ay meron siyang team ng lahat ng struggles namin. Tapos kunyari yung trivia, pwede ko ba i-share to, Vince? Okay lang. Ay, umalis na siya. Ay, okay. sorry. Akala ko siya. Halimbawa yung Borta, trivia dyan, ginagawa niya yan. The next hour na sabi sa kanya namatay lola niya. Ganon. Tapos yung ano dito yung pakasal tayo, it's a tribute to his lola kasi that was the time his grandma passed away. So kapag pinapanood ko yung walang aray, maliban dun sa tumindig at umibig na battle cry niya, it was tumindig at umibig din for our family. So, may nakuha pong gano'n. Thank you po. Yan.
Pero sa panood mo, si Divine hindi.
Yun ang maaalala nila, hindi mo napanood Divine ang play na ito.
Si Rendel.
Ay, Rendel, yes.
Ako rin po, hindi ko rin po siya napanood. Kasi nasa ano rin ako, nasa naging Miguel po ako sa London. Pero nung nakast po ako, via my previous ko, which was Legally Blonde, kinast na po ako as Miguel kasi similarity of the characters. Pero nung pinanood ko po mismo yung Walang Aray, yung recording, as a big theater fan, for those who know me, as in very intense theater fan, so sobrang tumawa lang po ako ng tumawa at saka taba-taba ng utak. Ang ganda-ganda ng material. Appreciation for the material, and I'm like, I was so excited to do it na binigay sa akin yung Miguel, okay, this is such a nice character to play. Like literally, you just have to play. Ayun po.
Gusto mong Jared.
Mia! Oh, Mia! Mia daw! Salita ka daw. Lapel. May test ka.
May lapel. Hello po. Ako si Mia Canton. Napanood ko po yung Walang Aray twice. And sabi ko talaga, humor ko to eh. So, kapag nagkariran, kinukulit ko din po yung mga tao before na, uy, baka gano'n. Baka magkansa naman ako dyan ng yung tingin kong lalaki yun. Katulad din po ni Baba, it's a dream come true na makasama din po sa, then isa din po to sa dream prod ko. Yay!
Mia, hindi ka pang front ang pang main actor.
Ay, no! Salamat po.
Curious lang ako kay Jared kasi yung role niya dati is yung role ng Miguel. O tapos parang naiba ba ngayon? So, can you share anong role mo ngayon? Anong experience? Nagbibigay bang tips kay na ganito yung share what you can?
Ako, last run po and yung first run Miguel po ako. Tapos ngayon, Pabling, part of the ensemble. So parang this time, it's like the other side of the coin. Hindi, in a way, parang Miguel pa rin. Parang meron pa rin akong direct relation to him. In a way, parang siguro indirectly nung una, tapos nung nangyari na yung mga nangyari, and then nagkakilala kami, nagkamabutihan, and then
Spoiler.
ay, sorry. Hindi nagkamabutihan. Good friends. Siguro about the role na nabago, actually na-try ko na maging pabling dati kasi nagkaroon kami ng COVID week. Nagkaroon ng weekend na nabugs yung mga tao, so kailangan magpalitan ng mga role, saluhan kasi walang gaganap ng ganito, ganyan. And yun, na-enjoy ko siya ng sobra, and thankful ako sa PETA dahil binigyan nila ako ng chance siguro para magawa siya ulit, and siguro nakita din nila yung naramdaman ko nung nagawa ko yung Pabling last time. So yun.
Yeah.
Thank you po.
And when we watched Jared doing Pabling last run, nakita namin yung pag-shine niya. Tapos sobrang nag-e-enjoy siya. Tapos sobrang siyang yung presence niya. Tapos kaya nga nung tinanong namin siya ulit dito, yung parang tinanggap din niya at na-appreciate. Kasi doon siya nag-flourish. Kaya din, abangan nyo din yung mga gagawin ni Pabling, both si Bombading at ni Jared. So abangan nyo doon sa real natin. Yes, as business partners with Miguel. Mr. Roy Calilong. Sige. Fee muna. Sige, go Fee.
Ako agad.
Ako lapel. Fee, on mo yung lapel mo.
Happy pa all. Para po sa... Unang-una, congratulations. Well, ako, Divine, at saka Rendo. Napanood ko siya. Sorry. Lahat ng cast. Hindi, I have two questions. Yung una kong tanong ay, babalik lang ako sa Pride Month, Lelo. Sorry. Yung una ay, I'm very happy that Lance Reblando is casted as Yes. About downtime. Pero ang gusto kong itanong ay, usually kasi when we cast queer person in these types of roles and kanina Jamie, as you said that you are celebrating all the spectrum of the rainbows, all the sexualities and preferences and identities. Pero usually kapag ganito yung casting, alam ko ni Lance, ang laging hello. Ang laging nagiging itsura, at least sa iba, ay it's a tokenistic casting. It is a stunt casting. So, ang gusto kong malaman ay, dahil walang magtatanong nun at mas maganda nang manggaling from someone who's from the community. Anong masasabi natin doon sa mga mensaheng ganon that, casting people, queer people in, blind casting or things like that. Ano yung masasabi natin doon sa mga ganong mensahe? Dahil alam ko na kaya nakasilan sa she fits the role perfectly. So, ano yung gusto nating sabihin doon? Yun yung unang tanong. Tapos yung pangalawang tanong, I think this is for the, parang kahit sino sa cast, dito sa Pilipinas, kapag nagre-rerun tayo, it is such a privilege. Because that's the only time that we can develop material and like really push for its fullest form and potential. So ang tanong ko ay, meron ba, alam namin na yung theme ay tumindig at umibig at alam namin yung mga mensahe na gustong sabihin ng palabas, pero ang gusto kong itanong ay, meron bang gustong mas umalsang mensahe ang Walang Aray for this iteration at meron bang gustong mas malakas na isigaw ang Walang Aray for this run at kung meron, ano yon? Thank you.
Sa unang question muna, maybe my co-artistic staff person. That's the first question.
Uy, nice. Ano anong message?
Tokenism.
Oo, sa mga, baka kasi may mga nag-iisip na it's a tokenistic casting. Siguro isa ito sa mahaba-habang usapan to nung nagsisimula pa lang kami when we found out that we were gonna run Walang Aray again and we wanted to really open up auditions to all identities. Diba? Ako yung isa sa mga nagsabi na I just wanna make sure we don't communicate it as nagka-cast kami ng rainbow casting kami, wow! Kasi sabi ko, no, we are opening it up to people because we have different capabilities, different set of skills, and our sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression has nothing to do with that. Okay, so as someone who I am gay, I'm a huwag kang pagkakalat! Pinagkalat nyo lagot kayo sa akin, kilala ko kayo, Char. As a gay professional artist, it's always been like alam to ni Fee na advocacy ko talaga na whenever I am put in a professional space where I can advocate for my community, I will. So kahit ano pa yan, minsan nga parang I read the script, even if it's not my line, I make sure that that a space is held for when I say something because it comes from a very personal experience as well. So ito, nung pinag-usapan nga namin na, we wanted to invite si Lance, yung isa of course Ice, we invited. Sabi ko, that's great, but let's just not make it into like a marketing stint. Like we're not gonna market Walang Aray as, wow, we casted a trans woman in the lead female role. Parang, hindi naman kailangan i-announce yun eh. Parang, di ba? Parang, kilala na siya. I think Lance has proven herself through the years, lahat ng kaya niya. At
Kung meron magtatanong na, ay, kinas lang yan kasi, para may naiba, para may, edi go. Paano ka? I mean, sabihin mo yan, pero hindi yun yung truth namin. As an institution, it's not our truth as a company, and walang aray. So, parang pag sinabi nila yun, good to you.
JB, yung next question, dagdagan ka lang yun. Sorry, kasi lang. Regarding lang to sa marketing, tama yung kay Gio. Actually, we had a study before that it was rainbow and we decided not to push through with it. Because at the end of the day, it's not about that. We have, yung nasa press kit ko, nandun naman yung sinasabi namin, we tried to be inclusive in the casting. We casted these people for their talents. But it is not because we want just a marketing hook, it's more than that. Kaya yung pamor namin is really a lot of things that we want to stand for. And it's not just because they are casted for these roles, just for a marketing hook.
Yeah, and if you're going to watch this version of Walang Aray, you're gonna see na kasi nga, even we had to highlight din yung power of theater. Kasi yung play, it's all about representations, yung characters eh. So, paano namin din binibeg o non-binary yung mga representations. And through research din, we saw how, yun nga, kung spoiler na kasi, no, pag sinabi ko yun. So, yun, kung makikita nyo, kung mapapanood nyo siya, makikita nyo na hindi namin kinas yung mga iba't ibang tao dito dahil for pink marketing or kung ano man, kundi dahil meron siyang kasama doon sa kwento, kung paano din naging revolutionary yung mga ginawa ng mga representations ng character sa dula, regardless of gender or identities and all. So, yun. Abangan nyo, promise. Makikita nyo it's all worth it and it's not just a casting gimmick and all. So, yun. Yung second question, ano yung mensahe na gusto nating mas itampok pa doon sa dula? Okay? Meron bang gustong bukod sa akin?
Our associate director.
Habo, our associate director Nods for Talents.
Actually, marami ng kwento at tema dun sa dula. Ang gusto lang namin ay i-manage yung mga tawa. Kasi kadalasan, sa una naming run, na-realize namin na, tuwang-tuwa naman yung mga tao. Pero baka nalulunod sa tawa yung mga dapat na patalasin, yung mga bagay na importanteng, kung bagaman, importanteng makasugat at importanteng maghilom na sugat. So, yun yung mga bagay na minamanage namin sa pagkikwento. So, reviewing the dramaturgy of the play, text analysis, scene work. So, yun yung tututukan namin na, ano bang ibig sabihin ng mga linyang ito? Tandaan nyo, tatawa yung sinasabi mo, na privilege mag-rerun, no? Kasi, tapos alam nyo naman na, with the limited budget, limited na ng rehearsal time natin, tama? So, kadalasan, pag nanganganak ka ng original play, nauubos ang time sa pag-aaral ng kanta, pag-aaral ng sayaw, tapos buuin na natin, tapos. Itong privilege na to, gagamitin namin itong chance na to, yung artistic team, nag-meeting, talagang inaayos namin ng mga historical references namin with the costumes, with props, and all of those things. And then with acting, ganun din. Babalikan namin yung source material at ano pa ba yung mga dapat itong, ito, kailangan hindi mo overpower to ng joke. Ito, importanteng ma-underline to. Kasi ito okay lang, minsan masaya rin naman magtawa tayo at importante pagtawa na natin to dahil masyado ng masakit, importante yatang tumawa tayo. Diba? At minsan, pagtawa lang talaga natin dahil nakakatawa ang bayang ito. So yun yung mga i-refine at patatalasin natin dun sa pag-retell natin this time. So hopefully, with the help of everyone, maging successful kami. Yeah. Thank you for that question.
Thank you for that question. And speaking of privilege rerun, we started with 36 shows. Now we are on our 38th pa more. So big shout out din sa lahat ng mga show buyers, block buyers, and everyone who supports theater in general. Hats off to you guys. Salamat po.